Hey, what's going on, guys? Brian Martin here, and it is match day. Match day, Manchester United women versus Everton. How's everybody feeling? Is it early for you? Did you get your breakfast? Is it lunchtime? Hope you're having something good for lunch. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know what you're eating. Let me know where you're watching from. Teams are having their last minute chats in their huddles before they line up. Oh, they're doing a group huddle very quickly here. The teams and referees are in a collective huddle, and now they are taking their respective sides. All right, so very quickly here, for Manchester United, we've got Tellis Joyce in goal, Sandberg, Janssen, Leticia, Riviere across the back four. So looks like no changes there. Miyazawa holding it down in a defensive midfield position. Rolfo looks like she comes into the side on the left wing. Toon and Nelson in the middle. Mallard on the right. Looks like Nelson's coming in instead of Park, and then Turlin up front. For Everton, they've got Ramsey in goal, Fernandez, Stinovic, Holmgard, and Kitagawa across the back four. Wheeler and Mace in the defensive holding midfield positions. Robinson, Hayashi, Momiki in a more advanced midfield position, and Vignola up front. Kickoff, here we go. And this is a bit of history. First women's match at the new Hill Dickinson Stadium, which I saw being constructed actually when I was in Liverpool. Um, a beautiful looking stadium. All right, let me just move some things around here so I can see. And just for anyone who's curious, Everton currently are ninth in the WSL. They've got one win, one draw, three losses. So not a great start for Everton. Leticia has the ball over to Janssen across the back line. Janssen at the Sandberg. Of course, guy support. Like I said, I support a club that is Manchester United. I supported Manchester United since I was little, and I don't believe in, oh, I support the United men, but the whatever women. Like, no, it's my club. That's what I support. Oh, shot over the bar. I hate watch. Yeah, we drew with you guys. We drew with you guys 0-0. I when we drew with you guys, I felt like that was a big statement for us. Obviously, you guys being as good as you are, as much as I hate to say it. And Nelson just fired one over the bar. Manchester United women coming out hot. It's a good start. Well, I like to see. Here come Everton. She's held up by our captain Leticia, scorer of our first ever Champions League goal against Valerenga. Yeah. We're looking good this year. I made the bold claim once we drew with you guys Arsenal and then we drew with Chelsea. I was like, we are making a run for the WSL title this year. Riviera down the right hand side, but she is held up by the Everton player, but that is a foul. TCA goes down the line. Looking for Turlin or Mallard. Mallard wins the second ball, brings it down. Turlin tries a little flick, but it is blocked by Everton. Everton trying to play out down the left-hand side. Everton's still with it. Riviere comes in to clean up. Miyazawa on the ball. Always a safe pair of hands back there, or a pair of feet, I should say, Miyazawa. Like when she gets near the ball, I'm just like, okay, things are good. The TCA goes long, looking for Riviere over the top. She gets on the end of it into the corner, trying to work an angle for a cross or a pass. Mallard into the center of the pitch, tries to play it into the box, but that's cut out by Everton. Everton tried to clear it, bounces off their own player, bounces back to Manchester United. Jansen with it at the top of the center circle. Our center backs are pushed pretty high. Oh, that's a good through ball. Into the box. Cross. Oh! Turlin flashed it across the face of goal. She was about 6 yards out, but she's down right now. Yeah. I know. I had my doubts about Skinner at first too. But he's turned it around. He's turned it around. I guess it proves when you give a manager time, they can turn things around. Talking about Ruben Amorim as well, but I mean that's another discussion. We'll talk about some of that maybe later at halftime, or if we're up by a ton here, we could talk about some of the men's stuff. But yeah, goal kick from Everton up to the center of the pitch. First ball won by United, second ball won by Everton. The ball is bouncing around a bit. A lot of headers. Finally falls to Everton on the right hand side. Who's that? Robinson for Everton with the ball. Everton with a little bit of possession right now. Oh, Everton with a clever ball over top. Robinson trying to get on the end of it. No, that's out of bounds. Okay, Everton. Okay. Okay. I see you. I see you. Little clever little pass there. Everton were trying to catch Sandberg napping over there, but they overplayed it. Riviere with the ball after the goal kick. Goes up the line looking for Mallard. Mallard flicks on to Turlin. Turlin back into Mallard. Mallard pushing forward. Too big of a touch. Everton nips it off her toe. It rolls back to Everton keeper. Everton walking the ball out of their back line. Now pushing forward. Come on, lady, step in. Step in. Miyazawa. Nelson. Mallard to Riviere. Nelson. Riviere under some pressure on this right hand side. Leticia goes back to Tullis Joyce. Over to Jansen. Jansen brings it forward out to Sandberg. We're not. Miyazawa. Leticia. We're looking a little slow to start here. Here we go. Here comes Turlin into the box. Cross. Ooh. Flash wide by Rolfo. Rolfo trying to justify her start this morning. See, just as soon as I was saying, oh, we're looking a little slow, a little tired, there we go. Into the box. Never doubt Manchester United. Never doubt us. Tiller's choice with the ball. Out to Leticia. Jensen pushes it forward. That was a big touch, but she got on it. Toon back to Jansen. Back to Toon. We're trying to move Everton around a little bit because Everton are pressing us pretty hard. Miyazawa, yeah. Nelson pressured the Everton defender who plays it out for a throw in. Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, that's the thing, when you win and when you put together and present a good project to these players, that Manchester United name still carries weight. So, yeah. Yeah, glad we're able to attract players like Rolfo, and I hope that we continue to attract good footballers. Here comes United into the box. Loose shot, Nelson with the loose ball, Nelson with the shot. Yeah, it's coming. It's one of those things where you feel like it's coming. The goal for Manchester United. Like we've had our chances despite looking a little bit off of it. Everton are pressing us pretty well, but it just kind of feels like one of those things where it's a matter of time. Here come Everton though. Riviere shielding back to Letitia. Letitia coming up the pitch, driving forward. Miyazawa. Miyazawa over to Janssen, who crosses the halfway line. Continuing to drive forward, Janssen with the ball. So out to Rolfo. Sandberg back to Janssen. Janssen to Letitia, who's standing in the center circle. Nice little through pass. Sandberg into the box. Cross cut out by Everton. Corner kick Manchester United. Let's go. Just lining up for the corner kick here. So far, all games are still square in the WSL. Just taking a peek here at the other matches. Yeah, all square. Ball in. Punched away at Everton keeper. Ooh, ooh. Mallard just tried a bicycle kick. Oh, that would have been beautiful had that gone in. Oh, that would have been the highlight of like the month had she pulled that off. Turlin tried to do kind of a half, side kick. Mallard tries a bit of a bike. Oh, that would have been sick. That would have been a way to open scoring. Everton keeper down, receiving a little bit of treatment. Probably in shock over that audacious attempt from Mallard more than anything. But no, seriously, hope she's all right. Hope she's all right. While we have the break, as I said, it appears to still be even across the board in the other WSL matches. Let me try and come on, Google. But yeah, while I'm checking out these other scores for you, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know who your team is. We got an Arsenal fan in the chat. Yeah, Aston Villa and Leicester are tied 0-0. Chelsea Spurs 0-0. London City West Ham 0-0. And of course, Everton Manchester United 0-0 for now. Looks like Ramsey, the Everton keeper, is okay. Just checking her fit, making sure her gloves are good, make sure her socks are up. All right, here we go. Ball back in. Rolls out to the left back for Everton, looks like. Everton keeper tries to go low. Ooh, that's a wayward pass. Mallard collects. Mallard tries to drive into the box, tries to pass to the box, but it's cut out by Everton. Now United are pressing Everton in their defensive third. Everton goes long. Everton, true. Ball's bouncing around a bit in the center of the pitch. Nelson cleans it up. Sandberg has it. Leticia has a foot on it. We're safe. We're good. Tillis Joyce on the ball looking for options. Everton looking long into the box, but not quite. Everton come down the right hand side. Sandberg defending. Everton slowly getting towards the corner. Everton player goes down. Tell me that's not a foul. What? That's not a foul. I didn't see a foul on that. I saw the Everton player fall over the ball. Come on, referee. Yeah, yeah. Mallard can be selfish at times, but like sometimes you kind of like that player in your team, because they'll produce that moment of magic, like she almost did. But yeah, sometimes she can be a little selfish. Yeah, there were times in the Valerenga match where she should have made one more pass, but instead took the shot herself and didn't score. Everton with the free kick basically in the corner, so they're treating it like a corner. Here comes the kick. Punched away from Tillis Joyce, but not. Oh my goodness, Everton has scored. Hayashi scored for Everton. Tillis Joyce tried to punch it away, but it wasn't a clean punch, and it made it maybe about 12 yards out from the goal line. And then Hayashi from Everton put it in the back of the net. Okay, was not expecting this. Was not expecting this. I mean, that's a good finish from Hayashi, and I will say very quickly, congrats to Hayashi for scoring the first women's goal at the new Everton Stadium. So that's a historic moment. Um, but I was not expecting us to get scored on at all today. Yes, yes. Enjoy it for now. Enjoy it for now, she aficionado. All right, ladies, let's go. That was our wake up call. That was our wake up call. Let's go. All right, we give away a foul. Don't get frustrated. Come on. Ooh, Everton passed it out of bounds, but Everton looking a bit more confident now after that goal. Review to throw. Sorry, but still early for me, so my voice is still trying to find my voice. I'm so shocked by the goal, my voice is cracking. Review right down the line. Riviere again with the throw. Come on, guys, move, 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 move. Looking for Mallard down the line, but Everton cuts that out. Oh, but bad pass. Mallard recovers. Nelson to Toon. Toon cuts it back. Uh, Poked away by Everton. We got Arsenal fans in the chat. We got Everton fans in the chat. Come on, Manchester United fans. Where are you at? Where are you at? Come on. I represent. But thank you for joining nonetheless. Come on, Mallard. Edge of the box. Nice. Nelson. Ah, Nelson, if you picked your head up, you probably could have had a little more time. That's a handball. Handball, referee. Come on. That was a handball at the top of the box. Letitia coming forward. Turlin pushed out wide. Almost to their corner. Broken up by Everton. I don't understand these calls. Like, that was one on Turlin just now. One on Sandberg earlier. A missed handball. Yeah, they're showing the goal back. Yeah, it was Miyazawa that left Hayashi open for that goal. They're just showing it back. Oh, of course of course she aficionado would be happy to be part of that. Yeah, feel free. Riviere over to Janssen. Miyazawa, Nelson, Mallard down the right hand side. Riviere trucking it up the right hand side for an overlap. Gets the ball. Oh, a little bit of a short pass though. Pass was a little bit behind her from Mallard. Mallard has the ball again. The TCA ball into the box deep. Everton keeper Ramsey claims it. Everton goes long across the halfway line. Ah, that's a foul. Okay, that's a foul. Everton on the ball. Here comes Everton down the left hand side. Janssen. Come on, come on, get on that. Everton recover. Everton are growing, man. Everton are growing in confidence here. This is a little bit worrying. Like, they're winning the 50-50 balls, they're winning the second balls, they're Riviere got caught out of position. Here come Everton. Gets the guy looking for options for Everton. Poked away by Riviere. Miyazawa keeps it in. Letitia clears it long. Go on, guys. It's like we're trying to force these passes that just, I don't know why. I think maybe we're a bit frustrated, and so we're trying to force the ball a bit too much, and it's just not quite coming off, and we're turning the ball over. And TCA Miyazawa under pressure, calmly out to Riviere, brings it up the right hand side. TCA I think we need to switch the point of attack here. Turlin inside to Nelson. Nelson across to Janssen, who's now at the top of the center circle in the Everton half. Out to Sandberg, left-hand side. Miyazawa. Get Letitia. There we go. Letitia. Riviere. Into the box to the Everton keeper. Hmm. Here come Everton with the 1-2 down the left-hand side. Good step by Riviere. Good turn by Raffle. Miyazawa to Janssen. Janssen coming across the... Oh, gonna give the ball away there. Everton had the ball. Everton across the halfway line. Throw in for Everton. Yeah, we've had our chances, but we're not looking great right now. I thought we would have kind of snapped out of this funk, but we're just... I don't know if it's a Champions League hangover right now, what's happening, or what, but it's just... We're getting our chances, but we're not looking very cohesive. Letitia back to Tellis Joyce. Janssen on the ball. Janssen swings it out to Riviere. Riviere brings it down. Under pressure from Everton. Looking for Sandberg. No, it's not Sandberg. I'm sorry. That's Rolfo. Rolfo into the box. Letitia to Toon. Toon to Sandberg. Rolfo. United trying to work something down this left-hand side here with Sandberg and Rolfo. Rolfo tried the inside pass to Miyazawa, but didn't quite come off. Everton cleared. Tellis Joyce recovered, played it back to Letitia, who is now across the halfway line. Letitia continues to push forward. Those passes into Turlin have to be a bit tighter. Mallard on the right-hand side, Riviera right-hand side. I feel like the left-hand side is where we need to maybe put a bit more effort. I think we're getting a bit more joy down that left-hand side. That right-hand side, Everton has that shut down all day. I think they're wary of, Mallard's quick feet and Riviera's speed. So they're definitely paying more attention to that, to our right-hand side. So I think we need to try and get Sandberg and Rolfo open on that left hand. And for those just joining, Everton, surprisingly, are leading through a 16-minute goal from Hayashi. Tellis Joyce came out to punch the ball clear off of a deep free kick, basically a corner kick. Didn't quite get a full fist on it. And Hayashi came through, left unmarked, and put it into the roof of the net for Everton. Dan, I hope so. I hope Manchester United turn this around, but we're not looking great right now. We've had a couple chances, but we just look disjointed. Like I'm saying, maybe a Champions League hangover or something. I don't know, but not looking great. Nelson recovers with TCA again at the top of the center circle. Rolfo battling for it. Come on. No one's there. Everton trying to play out of the back here. and does so well. I have to admit. Wow. Everton keeper out to the center back there for Everton. Everton were looking long, but overhit the pass. So TCA collects back into her own box. Over to Janssen. Well, we've got Jess Park on the bench. Maybe we bring her in to give us a bit more um, impetus in our attack and a bit more of that shiftiness that she brings, you know. Tune into Raffo. Raffo under pressure. Miyazawa. Back to Janssen. Over to Letitia. Mallard. United coming forward. Come on, let's go. Long shot. The long shot from Nelson. I think she should have taken a few more touches to hit that. But that was better ball movement from us. I think we're going to have to just keep moving the ball around quickly, kind of like we did against Valerenga, to try and pull Everton like out of their defensive shell. No, she's not injured. She's on the bench. I think Skinner just wanted to rotate a bit. I think, like us all, he was caught. He's being caught off guard against Everton. Here come United into the box, cleared. Yeah, she's not hurt. Parker's on the bench. Like I said, probably just due to some rotation. I haven't heard anything else. Ball bouncing around the box. United recover outside of Everton's box. Toon, left hand side. Raffo recycles back to Janssen. Janssen over to Letitia, who's standing at the top of the center circle, pushing forward. Penetrating pass to Turlin. Turlin tries to turn it over to Raffo. Raffo somehow gets on the end of that. Mallard, top of the box. Sandberg out wide, edge of the box. Dancing down the line. Ball in. Oof. Almost an own goal from Everton. Everton keeper came out for it, missed it, and home guard almost put it into the back of her own net. That was good work from Sandberg out there. Corner kick for Manchester United. Ball in. Flicked away by Everton. Miyazawa recovers back into the box. Out for a goal kick for Everton. On that corner kick, I just noticed Everton's player Ruby Mace. Like she looks like she is jacked. Like I would not want to go up against her. United, Letitia 50-50 ball. Ooh, here come Everton. No, come on. No, that's not a foul. Get up. Come on. There we go. Mallard other way. Game is stretched right now. Counterattack Manchester United. Turlin. First time shot. Wide. Wide from Turlin. That was a good break. Good counter from United. Shot just wide. Jansen over to Letitia. United slowly walking forward, about level with the center circle and the defensive half. Miyazawa, Riviere. United trying to find some options, but Everton are closing off the passing lanes at the moment. Letitia again walking forward. Excuse me. Letitia into Riviere. Makes a smart inside run. Mallard. Oh, that almost got caught by Everton. Of course. Of course. Hopefully I can bring some entertainment and some sense of watching the game to you. Everton throw in here in the 35th minute. Mallard on the ball. Mallard into Miyazawa. Miyazawa with some space there in the center of the park. Tries to play a penetrating pass into the box, but Everton pokes it away. Here come Everton down the line and out. Oh, they're showing that goal again. We don't need to see this. Come on. We don't need to see this. Yeah. Okay. Back to the game. Back to the game. Come on. Come on. All right. Manchester United free kick restarted. TCA out to Riviere. Riviere swings it. Ruffo no, bounces off over. Everton recover just about 6 yards outside their own box. Everton trying to play out of the back. Ooh. What? I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding some of these calls from this referee. Um, the Everton defender just cut it around Mallard. Mallard kind of threw her hand out, but didn't really grab her. The Everton defender was able to play it to another teammate, and Everton were on their way out, and the referee called it back for a free kick. Like at first, I was annoyed against the calls or about the calls against United, but now I'm just kind of annoyed for Everton too. Like, what's going on with this referee? Tune on the ball on the left hand side. Miyazawa under pressure. Ooh, turnover giveaway. Here come Everton. Is it Hayashi? No, Mamiki. That's Mamiki again. Mamiki out off of Nelson. Throw in from Kitagawa for Everton. Throws it short. Riviere boots it up the pitch. Mace from Everton with the header out of bounds. Tune Tune to Mallard. Mallard. Nelson. Mallard. Can't quite connect. Everton recover. Come on, press that, press that, press that. Lock her in, lock her in, lock her in. Everton in their defensive third. Press, 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 press. Come on, ladies. Come on. Lock them in, lock them in. Get there, Turlin. Everton clear long down the right hand side. Everton win the second ball. Everton spraying out to the left hand side. Is that Kitagawa tries to play an early ball into the box, deflects off of Manchester United. Leticia tried to keep it from being a corner kick, but the ball took a weird bounce over her leg. Yeah, yeah, Mustafa. Yeah, I'm not sure why we look the way we do. Yeah, we just look off it today. Um, we look off it, very much so. Vignola goal incoming. I hope not. Here comes the corner kick from Everton. Ball in. Everton still with the ball. Momoki back to the box. Offsides. Everton. Hmm. 40th minute. I'm already starting to think halftime team talk. What would I say? Hmm. Here come Everton. Women have always been able to play football, Mustafa. It's just it hasn't gotten enough. It's finally getting the recognition it deserves. I've played pickup with some very talented women. Um, so you know, it's just unfortunately in professional internationally, it took a while for it to get the recognition. Um, Riviera through Mallard. Come on, Mallard. It's a shot from Toon, from a pass from Mallard, but Ramsey, the Everton keeper, saves it. About 18 yards out with that shot from Toon. Miyazawa and Riviere back and forth. Riviere on the ball. Leticia into Miyazawa. Out to Nelson. Riviere under a lot of pressure out there. Like that our right hand side is just Everton is all over us over there. Like Riviere and Mallard just cannot breathe on that right hand side. Over to the left, off of Rolfo. Gets the cross in, but Everton player is there, cut it out. Everton clears. Miyazawa wins the ball, brings it down. Nelson. Look at Riviere. Riviere's got space on the right hand side. Finally. Ball in. Ah, Ramsey collects. We got to keep the ball. We got to keep our crosses away from Ramsey. That's the Everton keeper. How tall is she? She looks tall. Emily Ramsey. Yeah, she's 5'11". Yeah, we got to keep the ball away from her. I mean, she's almost 6 feet tall. Like she's gonna collect those. Scrap for the ball, out of bounds. Everton throw. 44th minute. Down the line for Everton. Still a bit of a scrap, but Everton are on it. Everton recycle back with their center backs. Everton coming down the left-hand side. Still pushed back by United. Everton goes long. Miyazawa cuts it out. Oh, that was a giveaway for United. Here come Everton down the right-hand side. Everton tried to put the ball into the box. Ricochets out for a corner kick. We need to clean this up. We need to clean this up. These sloppy passes across the back. Yeah, I've only ever been outside of Goodison, and I saw this new stadium, Hill Dickinson. I went to Liverpool. I was actually in Manchester for a men's match, and I decided to go check out Liverpool just because I was like, oh, let's just go see it. And I saw the new stadium being built. I was lucky enough to have a really nice Uber driver who took me around to see uh, Goodison and the new stadium, Hill Dickinson, being built, as well as Liverpool Stadium, Anfield. Yeah, Goodison's got that history. It's just that classic historic feel to it. So on that corner kick, right, and this is what led to the goal too. We have to. What's going on here? So it was a slight tussle between the players on the pitch. So we need to protect Tillis Joyce a bit more. Everton are throwing bodies on her, and we need to protect her. Here comes another corner kick from Everton. Ball in. Yeah, see, again, like we need someone there to protect our keeper because the Everton players keep throwing a body on her. That's how they scored their goal. If you look back at the replay, you'll see that one of the Everton players kind of threw a body on Tolis Joyce, and that's what allowed Hayashi, or not allowed Hayashi, Miyazawa let Hayashi go, but you know, that's what allowed for Tolis Joyce to be out of place for Hayashi's goal. Here comes Everton. That was a giveaway. Oof. Riviere under pressure, downline. Mallard turns, has three Everton players on her, nowhere to go, ball out. What? How how was that an Everton throw? I need to see that back. I need to see that play back because that looked like that was off an Everton player. All right, they said it came off of Mallard. The commentators are the stream I'm hearing, I'm listening to, I'm watching. Maybe I saw it wrong. Maybe I saw it through red tinted glasses here. Sandberg, Miyazawa, Riviere, Letitia goes long over to Raffo. Raffo brings it down beautifully. Cross in into the box. Nobody's there. Cleared from Everton. It is halftime, so let me stop my timer here and get it set for the second half. All right, so we are at halftime. Everton, yes, Everton won. Manchester United nil. Uh, Honoka Hayashi came through and scored in the 16th minute. So first off, I will say congratulations to Hayashi and the Everton women. Not only is this the first women's match at the new stadium, Hayashi has scored the first women's goal at the new stadium. So historic moment. So applaud that for women's football in general. But Manchester United, we are not looking great right now. Let me run through these stats. Let me just click refresh on my screen here so I can bring you the latest stats. So Manchester United, surprisingly, we've had 8 shots on target or 8 shots on goal. On goal. Well, I'm frustrated right now. I can't get my words out. 8 shots, 3 shots on target. Everton have had 2 shots, one on target. Uh, we have had 68% possession. We Manchester United. Um, Everton have had 3 corners. We've had 2. So as I'm saying, like it's a bit frustrating because we're not playing well. And honestly, that shots stat, yes, it's 8 shots, 3 on target. I mean, they haven't been the greatest shots, right? Um, the shots obviously weren't on target, like 5 of them. So that's not great. But then the 3 that were on target weren't, I'm just looking at some of these first half highlights here. The 3 that were on target weren't like the greatest shots, right? Fairly easy saves for the Everton keeper. So I guess I'm just thinking, right? Like, what do we need? What is this game crying out for? And obviously, we've got Jess Park on the bench. I know that Skinner was probably trying to give her a rest. I think she needs to come on second half and give us a bit more of that quick switch of play, that bit of pace dribbling, that bit of shiftiness that a player like her brings. You know what I'm talking about, right? That player that kind of has that low center of gravity, and they drop one shoulder and they drop another shoulder, and they're suddenly 10 yards away from you, right? We need that from Jess Park, so we're gonna have to bring her off the bench, I think, to turn this around. Um, I'd make that change first. I'm not sure who I would take out for her though. No one in the position that Park would play is really coming to mind that like I'm just like, okay, she needs to come out. So I'm not sure who I would pull for her, but I feel like Park needs to be somewhere on the pitch for us. Um, but apart from that, you know, our right hand side with Riviere and Mallard is just getting shut down every single time. I mean, it's clear that Everton's instructions were to be wary of the right hand side of Manchester United with Riviere's speed and Mallard's, trickiness. So we got to go on the left hand side a bit more. So we got to get Sandberg and Rolfo involved more. We've gotten a few more, I would say, quality crosses in from that standpoint. I feel like when we go down the right hand side, Riviere's having to try and make a deeper cross from further out because she's scrambling every time she gets the ball. Whereas Rolfo and Sandberg are getting, I would say, again, cleaner crosses, if you will, into the box. But Everton, honestly, are just defending well. Everton are defending really well. And maybe that's why I'm at a bit of a loss as far as what we do to just change things around. Because, I mean, every time one of our players has the ball, there's like 3 Everton shirts just all over her. Now with anything, it's challenging to keep up that sort of intensity. So I definitely see Everton going to the bench early in the second half. And maybe we can bank on a bit of a drop off, when Everton go to their bench. And that might present an opportunity. But Everton, I mean, I got to call it like I see it, right? They are everywhere, everywhere. It seems like there's 2 Everton players for every United player on the pitch. Um, so, hats off to them for defending well and playing out of the back really well too. Holmgard and Stenovic have been very confident back there. There were a couple plays where uh, our players were like in their faces, Stenovic and Holmgard especially. She cut it around Mallard, and it was a nice move. I gotta be honest, it was a nice move. But when you are a player further up the pitch and you see your back line just really like commanding the game and being confident and composed enough to do things like that, it kind of spurs you on. So Everton are executing their game plan, and plus their keeper, uh, Ramsey, she's coming out to collect, right? We got to stop hanging the ball high in the air for her because she's coming out to collect every single time, and commanding the box. So, like I said, Park needs to come on. Um, we need to move the ball back and forth, side to side, quicker, pull Everton apart, let them do their chasing, run them around, get them tired, and then try and penetrate. Um, that's what I would say. But let me know what you would say for your halftime team talk for Manchester United or for Everton. I know we got some Everton fans in here. We've got some hate watches going on for some Arsenal folks as well. So, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you would say, what you would do to either team in terms of personnel changes or tactical changes. Um, and yeah, we'll see. While we are at halftime here, let me do a quick round the horn on the other games. So Aston Villa and Leicester are tied 0-0 at the half. Chelsea and Spurs are tied 0-0 at the half. London City and West Ham are tied 0-0 at the half. So low scoring first half across the WSL. Later today, you've got Arsenal and Brighton, and you've got Liverpool and City. Definitely expect City to win that one because Liverpool have not had a great start this season. Oh, and of course, totally forgot. If you are new, please do subscribe. Please like, please turn on notifications. Um, Again, this is your home for Manchester United, all things Manchester United, men's teams, women's team, news, all that good stuff. I'm sure you probably heard some news about, that potential club takeover. Um, I don't think there's much in it, to be honest. And if anything, I don't think anything's happening until at least like 2027. There's different, without getting too into it, like financial levers and agreements and things between Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the Glazers about like when they can sell, and if, let's say, the Glazers sell, if Sir Jim Ratcliffe still retains his stake in the club, all this stuff. So I don't see anything, if it is true, happening until 2027. But again, I think it's a bit of a non-story right now. But again, who knows? Things could change. The Glazers could be having conversations um, that Sir Jim Ratcliffe is not aware of, right? Looking to sell. So watch this space on that one. Did anyone catch Skinner's comment when he said, he was talking about Letitia's penalty kick against Valerenga? He says, "I'm not one of those managers that looks away." Did you catch that? Did you catch that? I wonder who he was talking about. I wonder who he was talking about. And if you follow the men's side, I'll go ahead and tell you. He's talking about Ruben Amram. I'm pretty sure. Why he took the shot at Amram, I don't know. I don't know. Uh, but I think he's talking about Ruben Amram on that one because Amram, I mean, that guy is a nervous wreck whenever we have penalty kicks on the men's side. So, yeah, is there friction between Amram and Skinner? Is there a story there? I don't know. That would be some weird random drama for the club. Friction between the men's and women's coach. Oh, and also I'll take a moment to plug my other channel. It's in the description below. It's Football with Bryan Martin. That is my non-Manchester United football channel or soccer channel, depending on where you are. Um, I try and cover other teams and just general football news. Um, One of the topics I just covered is about some of these domestic league games that are going to be played overseas. So there is talk of playing, for this is on the men's side, AC Milan and Como playing in Perth, Australia, I think in February. And then I think it was Barcelona and Villarreal playing in Miami in December. So go check out that video. Let me know what you think. Again, that's my other channel for non-Manchester United stuff. But of course, I do cover men's and women's football there as well. Um, I think I just did a women's Champions League match on that. Was it Arsenal? I know I did the Lyon match. Lyon look amazing, by the way. In the women's Champions League, De Mornay, I mean, they look unstoppable. Um, But we'll talk about that more in the midweek when I cover the Atletico Madrid match, which you should make sure you turn on your notifications and subscribe for. But yeah, chat, let me know. What do we think and how are we feeling about the match? Mm, 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 mm. Come on, halftime. Let's get back to the match. Let's see that Manchester United come back. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it in the air. I'm sure right now at halftime, Skinner's saying, that Brian Martin guy, he knows a thing or two. So listen to him. No, I'm kidding. Ooh, Z, 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 Z. Hmm, hmm. You are stirring the pot, my friend. You know what you're doing. Oh my gosh, Z, I gotta find the words very quickly. Let me compose myself. We are not ready for that conversation. We are not ready for that conversation. Uh, I see what you're saying at times, but she still has pretty decent link up play. I know pretty decent is, I know that's not what you want at the top, right? Pretty decent or decent, or however, whatever the equivalent would be you know, in your colloquialism or your, slang. But yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Z, you got me stumped for words here on that one. I don't know, chat. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about Z's comment? Z says United fans are not ready for tune conversation. That gal is too slow. Ouch. My heart. My L tune poster. I'm just like, no. Yeah, I mean, it's like anything, right? Though that's the tough end of the business. Um, you want to constantly improve, right? And so even players that are fan favorites and good service of the club, it's like you're looking to improve in every position. And that's tough on the player, that's tough on the fans, tough on the club, and you have to put emotions and things like that aside and just and make the best decision. So it could be we could be looking at time to make an improvement there. You could be right. So, but one thing I will say, looks like we're back at the stadium here on this stream, and I think we're getting close to second half starting. One thing I will say though, um, is that when we do go to our bench, when we have our full fledged starting 11 out there, when we go to our bench, the drop off is a little bit more stark, a little bit more dramatic than I'd like for it to be. Right? Obviously, um, stuff. I'm not sure what you're saying there. So I'm gonna ignore that one. Um, but Z, to what I was saying earlier, you know, our bench. When we go to our bench, it's a little bit too much of a drop off for me. So I definitely think we need to strengthen in that regard. Maybe Toon becomes a player off the bench because she can still link up well, but we replace her in the starting 11. We'll see. Speaking of starting, we are about to kick off the second half here. Here we go. Let me just do some moderation here. Okay. All right, let me get back to this. Let me just hit refresh, see if there have been any changes. Excuse me. I don't see any changes thus far. So we'll see how we go. Here comes Everton across the halfway line. There's a sprint down. Sandberg wins it. Sandberg plays it out for a Everton throw deep into Manchester United territory. Everton at the byline, cross into the box. Oof. If Kitagawa connected on that, that could have been 2-0 Everton. But it's not. Here come Manchester United again, trying to play out of the back, finally with Letitia. But Everton are, I mean, they are just everywhere. Here comes United. Bounces off a tune, rolls back to the Everton keeper, Ramsey. Stinovic goes long for Everton. Sandberg cuts it out again. That's a foul. Referee, thank you. Looks like Sandberg's holding her left foot. Let's see what happened. Okay, Sandberg's up. Okay, we're good. I was holding my breath there for a minute. Sandberg appears to be okay. Let's put a poll in the chat. How do we think the second half's going to go? How's the second half? And it'd help if I could type, Oh, man. I got typos left and right in this message. Let's keep it short. Second half prediction. United comeback. Here come Manchester United. Down the left-hand side, cross, bounces back and forth off of Manchester United, out for a goal kick. That's unlucky. And that sums up our afternoon here. All right, let's put that poll. United comeback or Everton victory, second half prediction. She aficionado, the fact that even Chelsea hasn't scored is wild. So yeah, Chelsea are a bit interesting this season as well. I mean, yes, they are, they're still top of the table. Um, but not the most convincing. Not the most convincing this year, which I'm surprised by. Maybe they're just trying to kind of figure out, how to fit in Thompson and other players. Because overall this season, Chelsea has scored 11 goals. They've allowed 3. Not the most goals scored in the league. City have that. They've allowed 15. They just have a leaky defense. They scored 15, allowed 7. Manchester City, even United and Arsenal have scored more than Chelsea this season. So looks like Just Park is coming on. Turlin's coming off. Okay, interesting. Turlin coming off. Just Park coming on. My guess is that Mallard goes up to striker. Yeah, that's what we got. Yep. Mallard into the box. Mallard tries to shoot, blocked. Come on, ladies. Get tough in there. Get tough in there. Come on. Here we go. Nelson driving forward. Nelson tries to go out wide, but it hits Park. I think that was intended for Riviere. Park recovers. Goes back to Letitia, who's pushed forward into the Everton half. Letitia continuing to walk the ball forward over to Janssen, who was at the top of the center circle in the Everton half. Janssen pushing forward. Toon out wide. Rolfo. Toon. United are sniffing around the Everton box. Letitia ball in. Letitia went for the reverse pass, the reverse long ball, I would say there. Everton trying to get it out. Miyazawa brings it down. Toon. Little back heel to Sandberg. Miyazawa. Letitia stepping forward. Penetrating pass into Mallard, who drops a little bit deep to get it. Miyazawa. Letitia out to Riviere. United are trying to move the ball a bit more. I'm sure that was Skinner's instruction. Oof. Sandberg, that was too easy. Good recovery, though, but she megged you pretty easy there. Everton tries to clear down the right-hand side, but plays it off of their own player out of bounds for a United throw, about 12 yards into the Everton half. Sandberg on the ball. Back to Janssen, who plays it over to Letitia, who passes across the halfway line up to Riviere on the right-hand side. Park on the overlap. Riviere cuts inside, cuts back. Out wide to Park. Park dancing. Nelson back out to Riviere. Trying to work something down this right-hand United side. Everton break it up. But Letitia recovers just across the halfway line. Mallard into the box. Mallard with a nutmeg pass, but that is cut out by Everton. She was looking for Park. Riviere strong to shield off the Everton player. Here comes Janssen. Janssen to Toon. Toon, good turn, strong. Miyazawa, outside the box. Sandberg into the edge of the box. Looking for an option. Dancing in the box. In the box. Back out to Janssen, who's basically in the Everton box. That's how far up our center backs are. Miyazawa. Right now, United are like a fly trying to find their way in through your window. That's us around the Everton box. Although Sandberg just pulled back the Everton player, professional foul. That's an automatic yellow card. Everton were about to break down the right-hand side. But like I said, though, like we have like a fly, you see them outside your window or inside your window, they're trying to get out and they're just buzzing around the edge. That was us for like the last 30 seconds or so around the Everton box, just buzzing around, trying to get in. Please do subscribe if you were new. Please do like. Everton with the ball. That is cut out by Sandberg, but recovered by Everton. Everton with a little bit of possession here. A little bit of an errant pass from Everton, but they collect in their own half. It's like Wheeler dropped deep for a touch there for Everton. It's like home guard is going long, I believe. Kitagawa cut out by Riviere. Riviere and Kitagawa are both down in the box. I'm just saying because Riviere is still down right now. I think she may be just a bit winded. Needs a quick breather. But this is a corner kick for Everton. All right, she's okay. Here we go. Mace corner kick. Mallard clears. Everton recover. I thought that was a bit of a foul, maybe not. But anyway, Everton put it into the box. No one's there. Tillis Joyce recovers easily. United playing out. Sandberg, Miyazawa, Riviere. United slowly marching forward. Mallard's got to be stronger on the ball there. Got to be smarter. Got to check her shoulders. What are we doing? Giving the ball away. It's like, what? That's right, she aficionado. Thank you. Thank you. Please hit that like button, folks. Please hit that like button. I appreciate it. Shell says, "Come on, toffees." You're looking good right now. You're looking good. I can't lie. Sandberg defending. Everton ball into the box, but only one Everton player really in the box with like three United defenders. So that was only going to go one way. Riviere out to Toon. United trying to play out of the defensive third here. Letitia. Riviere. Riviere goes long. Looking for Mallard. Mallard, be strong. Be strong, please. Be strong. Yes, come on, Mallard. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. Come on, Mallard. You know better than that. Let's go. Come on. Everton playing out of the back. Under pressure from United. Everton about 6 yards outside of the box. 12 yards now or so. That was Stenovic from Everton going fairly unchallenged there. Able to march through. Good challenge by Riviere. Letitia recovers. Janssen. Letitia. Back to Janssen. Out to Sandberg on the left-hand side. Miyazawa. Now we're kind of trapped in our corner a little bit, but there's some good passing got us out of that. I was a little bit worried about that. Letitia goes long. Mallard. Mallard out to Rolfo. Rolfo down the left-hand side, outside the box. Ball into... Looking for Mallard. Oof. That was an awkward ball into the box by Rolfo looking for Mallard. Mallard almost got a weird flick onto it. But it didn't quite come off, so no dice there. That was an awkward ball. That was weird. I can't even describe that one. Thank you, Shell the Toffee. I appreciate it. Ooh, Sandberg. That looked a little bit iffy. Sandberg, the ref deemed it short of the shoulder on the Everton player, that looked a little iffy from my view. Sandberg is already on a yellow card. So Sandberg's got to be careful. She might be the next sub to come off, or the next player to come off, because she's looking a little leggy over there. She's on a yellow card. That last foul, or not a non-call, I would say, could have been a card. Here come United into the box. Rolfo, cross, over the bar. Did Ramsey get a touch to it? I don't think she got a touch to it. Let's see. There's a pass from Toon out wide to Rolfo. Rolfo took a long shot outside the box from the left-hand side over the bar. Yeah, they're showing this Sandberg challenge back. Outside the box, yes, but I think we got away with one on that one with Sandberg. But we play on. Letitia stepped up into the center circle. Park, Nelson, Park trying to work something here. Pushing forward. Toon couldn't quite get there. Nothing from you, Z. I know what I said. I know I said Toon couldn't quite get there, but Z, I don't want to hear it. Sandberg, Miyazawa into the middle. Nelson, Park, Riviere. Cross in. I think that was a wayward cross that went well high and wide and out for a goal kick. How's our poll looking here? Let's see. 22 votes, 64% United comeback. I like that. 36% Everton. Okay. Nah, Dare, we gotta be positive. Gotta be positive, Adair. Here comes Mallard. Goal. 1-1. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 64% of you are correct so far. United comeback 1-1. Almost said 1-0. I wish it was 1-0. 1-1. Mallard. Let me update my score here. Let's go. Let's go. Game on. Game on. Never say die attitude. Manchester United. That was a good pass from Miyazawa. First strike from Mallard, but she stayed with it. Put it in past the Everton keeper, who was furious. Furious with her defense. 63rd minute. Let's go. Come on. Game on. Sandberg is down. So Sandberg is down. She's on a yellow card. She had an iffy tackle earlier. I think Sandberg needs to come off at this point. Because again, she's down hurt right now. Yellow card, looking a little leggy, iffy tackle. That's the sub to make. Skinner here is giving some instruction to Letitia. Skinner's rocking the librarian look today, looks like. Yeah, we need one more goal. Manchester United have failed to win in their past 9 Women's Super League games where they have conceded the first goal. We need to change that today. That's right. We need to change that today. I believe we will. I think we will. The poll is still open, people. The poll is still open. We started it when United was down 1-0. They're showing the goal again. Sandberg is up and walking off the pitch. Will she continue? I'm not sure. Like I said, I think she may need to be subbed because yellow card, leggy, injured, or not injured, but took a knock there. I don't want to go down to 10 players. Jensen swings it over to Riviere. A little bit high, but Riviere manages to nod it down the line, but it rolls out for an Everton throw. You could just feel like I'm not at the stadium, obviously I'm listening to the stream and watching here, but you could just kind of hear and feel everything just ratcheted up like 10 notches right now. Leticia under pressure, back with her feet to Tullis Joyce. Tullis Joyce collects. Ooh, that's dangerous. Okay. Ooh, Everton sliding in there. Yeah, everything is just like up 10 notches right now. Everton have the ball. Oh, big challenge. Miyazawa comes out with it. Miyazawa coming the other way. Miyazawa out wide to Rolfo down the left-hand side. Rolfo charging into the box. Cross. A little too deep over Mallard's head. Mallard tries to chase it down. She does chase it down. Recovers. Toon. Mallard and Toon tried the 1-2. That return pass from Toon was a bit off. Riviere comes up to help out. Riviere rides a tough challenge from Everton. That is an Everton throw. Everton looks like they are making some changes. Looks like Katie Robinson of Everton is leaving the pitch. I think Momiki's coming off as well. So Robinson, Momiki came off. I saw Gago. I didn't catch the other Everton player's name that came on. Let me see. Tony Payne. Okay. Payne and Gago on for Everton. Momiki Robinson off. Here come Manchester United through Jensen. Jensen penetrating pass down the center to Toon. Toon out wide to Sandberg, who's charging down the left-hand side. Miyazawa. Jensen over to Leticia. Leticia at the halfway line. Everton clear. Leticia brings it down with a nice little touch there. Leticia out wide. Nelson. Riviere. Riviere cuts inside. Riviere. Foul. That's a foul. Referee, come on. There we go. Finally. Yes, Vincent. Hopefully we win this game. Yes, absolutely. I think we can do. And so he's going to stand over this free kick here that Riviere just earned for us. It's about, what is that? I would say 10 yards outside of the Everton box. Oh, you must be ahead of me then. Oh, on goal. How about that? 2-1. Who would have thunk? Let's go. Oh, did she give away the foul and then score the own goal? Oh, no. Oof. Kitagawa has had a nightmare just now. Kitagawa has had an absolute nightmare. I think she gave away the foul on Riviere. Oh, oh, that's a terrible own goal from Kitagawa. So Kitagawa committed the foul on Riviere out there to give us the free kick. Ball comes in. Kitagawa heads it. It bounces off of, I couldn't tell if it was a United player, Everton player, comes back to her as she's falling back. She tries to clear it with her left boot and kicks it into her own goal. Absolute nightmare sequence for Kitagawa. But we move. Um, Manchester United 2, Everton 1. And I cannot hide my smile here. I mean, if I'm kidding, I want to bury my head in the sand. I don't mean to laugh, but it's a little bit funny. We've all been there as players, I'm sure, or just with things in general in life. We had one of those days where it's just everything is just going left for you. Um, oh, but we're up 2-1 as we should be. That was just the soccer gods making things right. You know what I mean? That was just the powers that be, whatever, you know. You're right. You're right. I know, Adair. I shouldn't get too ahead of myself. We need another goal to feel more comfortable. We gotta stay focused. Gotta stay focused. Janssen on the ball. Sandberg back to Janssen. TCA forward. Riviere. Come on, let's ride the momentum. Let's get another goal. She thought about the pass to Miyazawa inside, but it wasn't quite on. Park. Park over to Janssen. Janssen coming forward into the Everton half, deep to the Everton half, out wide to Sandberg. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Left hand side, Sandberg dancing, dancing. Can't quite shake her Everton defender. Toon, Miyazawa. Ooh, smart little pass inside to Leticia, who was on the left wing up here. Talk about rotation. Now Nelson's basically playing center back where Leticia was. Riviere out on the right hand side. Park on the right hand side. We'll pass inside to Toon, Miyazawa. Miyazawa over to Janssen. Janssen, Sandberg. Sandberg misplaced pass. Her and Rolfo were not on the same page, but Miyazawa recovers because she is an absolute beast in the midfield. Leticia is slowing things down just a little bit. Park running into an alleyway out to Miyazawa. Janssen coming forward. Janssen's now over on the right hand side. Man, we rotate like no other. She efficient. Hey, what could I say? You know. Park, Park ball into the box. Sandberg into the box, cleared by Everton. Miyazawa brings it down. Letitia, Park, now on the left hand side. Letitia, Sandberg. Miyazawa is now in the center back role. We are rotating, rotating, rotating. It's like total football almost. The old Dutch way of playing. I mean, I saw Leticia at left wing. Miyazawa dropping into the defensive line there. Park's been on the right side, left side. Good step. Good step. Let's go. Nelson tried to through pass to Mallard, but that was a great step from Nelson. Mallard pressing Everton, who have the ball. Everton had the ball out onto the left hand side. Toon Mace with the ball for Everton, but she's under pressure from Park now. United trying to organize their press and trying to lock in Everton here, who have their foot on the ball. Everton back to the keeper, Ramsey. Ramsey back out to, I think, is it home guard? Kitagawa. Good tackle. Looks like Riviere has left Kitagawa in a bit of a heap over here. Referee going to check on Kitagawa. Oh, now she's hurt. If I'm Everton boss, maybe Kitagawa comes off because she gave away the foul, own goal. Now she's down hurt. She is not having a good day. Oh my goodness. She is not having a good day over there. Some more subs coming on to the pitch. Sandberg is off. Like I said, I think she needed to come off because she was on that yellow card and she picked up that knock. Ziggiati is on. Looks like Nelson is off and Gabby George is on. Everton making some changes as well. Looks like Van Gool and Pacheco are coming on for Everton. George and Janssen having a bit of a conversation there. Gabby George all smiles on the pitch. I like to see it. While we have this pause in play, let me just see what's going on around the league. Uh, Very quickly, Leicester Everton. Nope, not Leicester Everton. I'm sorry, wrong match. Oh, this is Everton's games. I'm looking at Everton's games. Here we go. WSL matches. Aston Villa and Leicester still 0-0. Chelsea beating Spurs 1-0. London City beating West Ham 1-0. And of course, it is 2-1 Manchester United in this match. There you go. Riviere up the pitch. Everton intercepts. Mallard pressuring the Everton center back. That's out of bounds. That's out of bounds, referee. There we go. I can see that all the way here from America. Come on now. For this throw in, please do like and subscribe if you are new, trying to grow a Manchester United football community here. If you like football in general, check out my other channel, Football with Bryan Martin. It's my non-Manchester United channel where I try to pry myself away from the club that I love to cover other men's and women's football. Throw in for Everton. Oof. You know why? I just feel, I don't know what I feel. I just feel this like energy, this tension right now for this match. I just feel like there's more into this. There's more into this. I feel like this is not going to stay at 2-1. Something more is going to happen. I don't know. I feel it. Hopefully United goal, but Everton have passed it out of bounds. More changes for United. Who's this? 11:28. Galton's coming on, and Rachel Williams. Mallard coming off. I thought Mallard was starting to look a little tired, so Adair he's calling for a draw. You think it's gonna be a draw? It might be. It might be. And honestly, like, banter aside, a draw would be just about fair. Just about fair. But it's a Manchester United channel, so come on, United. Ball is bouncing around, a bunch of headers there, but here come United with it. Tune. Park blocks the clearance from Everton, but that goes out for a goal kick. Yeah, I'm with you. I hope Manchester United win as well. Everton goal kick. They're playing short, playing out the back. We've got fresh legs up there. I said we pressed them. There we go. Yes, exactly. Miyazawa, who just doesn't get tired. Oh, Galton with a smart attempt at a pass through to Toon. Is that a handball? That was a handball. Anyway, Riviere, right hand side, Park with a little bit of space on the right hand side. One defender, ball in, far post over everyone's head. Toon chases it down, keeps it in. Good work. Gabby George recycles the ball. Janssen, Letitia, Letitia back into the danger zone. Out to Toon. Miyazawa, Janssen. Oh, nice. Is Galton on the ball? No, that's not Galton on the ball. I'm sorry. Zaghiati into George. George back to Zaghiati. We are moving the ball. We are moving the ball. Is what I like to see. Yes. Miyazawa back to Janssen. Over to Letitia. Let's try that right hand side a little bit. Woo, we were pinging it around there for a minute. Some good ball movement. Now Ziggiati has the ball. Tune. Down the line. That's a United throw. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Looks like Everton have made their final change. Home guard off the pitch, who has been very good, I must say. Home guard's been very good. Everton back to the keeper. Presser. Presser. Galton's backing off. Ooh, errant pass in the box. Nah, goal kick. Williams couldn't quite get there. It was an errant pass from Ramsey, Everton keeper. I think between her and Mace, I believe it was. Williams almost got there to cause more trouble for Everton, but it bounced off of Williams and out for a goal kick. And we do it again. Here come Everton trying to play out of the back again. Press them. Press, 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 press. Come on. Everton can't play out of the back right now. It's a stark difference from how they started the match, because they started the match playing out of the back well, but maybe these players, these subs just aren't as adept at it. All right, now they're going long. Yeah. Like, just go long at this point. Good step. Good stuff from Janssen. Oof. That was tough. I'd still be on the floor if I was the Everton player. Park, goal, 3-1. Let's go. Let's go. That's game. 3-1. Park with a bit of a subdued celebration there. I believe she played at Everton at one point. Let's go. 3-1. That's game. Yeah, I dare. Now I can laugh. See, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I just, No, thanks for keeping me in check, Adair. Thank you for keeping me in check. I appreciate it. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Man, this is a good way to start the day. Yeah, J2387. Yeah, yeah. Park has been a joy to watch. I mean, absolute joy to watch. But honestly, I mean, our whole team and what Skinner has done is just like I get so excited when I see a Manchester United women's match on the calendar. Um, because I'm just like I know I'm in for some sort of treat every single time, and it's just it feels good. It just feels good to watch our women play. Like it just makes my day. There's a throw in for Manchester United. Riviere looking for a throw. Everton header. Everton tried to clear it. Gabby George under some pressure, but coolly, calmly back to Janssen, who goes back to Tullis Joyce, who hasn't had much to do here. So probably happy to get that little bit of a touch there. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, I wish the men's side would give us this kind of joy, right? You know? Everton back to the keeper, back out to Mace. Oh, Adair. Oh, here come Everton. Hold on. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Everton into the box. Offsides. Offsides. Okay. Phew. Offsides. Danger averted. Adair, you are stirring the pot, but if you watch my channel, you know my stance on Amram. You know my stance on Amram. Um, so I don't think he's the guy. Um, I think he's too rigid in his system. Um, you know, but apparently Surgeon Ratcliffe came out and said that Amram needs 3 years to prove that he's a good manager. We are almost a year into Amram's into that 3 years. So we're probably looking at 2 more years. But I mean, I can't imagine Surgeon Ratcliffe and the others allowing 2 more years of that if these poor results continue. I can't imagine it. Um, so, and plus we've seen it too, where we've had public backing of managers before, only for them to be sacked, you know, a short time later, relatively speaking. So, yeah, yeah, not great from Amram. I mean, and thing too is, like I said, Amram is so inflexible. I mean, but just look at Skinner here, right? Like I've seen Skinner change things to adapt his players, change tactics. You see the team come out and improve after the half. Wait, Galton into the box. Hold on, hold that. Tune, Park, Park for two. Yes, get some. Soak it all in. Oh, soak it in. Manchester United in full flight, in glory. 4 goals to one. Oh, can we make a Manchester United women's body wash? I just need to bathe in this glory. I just need to. Oh, can't get enough of it. Cannot get enough of it. Just a beautiful finish, beautiful play. And you know what's so nice about like watching our team, right? It's like, yes, there's some silky, nice, crisp passes, but there's also just like some hard nose, get it done, like grit, right? And that's what you see in like a championship winning team, right? Um, Again, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but like we can do it all. We can do it all. We can play nice and pretty, or we can go in there and put your face in the dirt and take the ball from you, you know, and do what we have to do and get scrappy goals as well. So I love seeing it. I can't get enough of it, honestly. I know I probably sound crazy, but I can't get enough of watching. I remember play and how good they are. Turlin is on the bench. She got subbed out. She started the match. Um, when Park came on, this is just to answer your question, Chimuka. When Park came on, Turlin came off. Mallard went up top. 7 minutes of stoppage time. More time for more Manchester United goals. Hey, I'm not opposed to it. Tune with a nice little touch to bring it down. Tune into the middle of the park. Ooh, Park. Oh, Park almost had a hat trick there. She could have brought that down. That would have been that would have been a third goal for her. Excuse me. Oh man, but I love to see the smile on their faces. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh man, I can't wipe the smile off my face. I am loving it. 7 minutes of stoppage time. 1 minute has passed. You're right. You're right. J2387 goal difference may be key. Um, because I mean, again, like I said, when we drew with Arsenal and drew with Chelsea, I was like, okay, we put down a major marker of intention um this season. And so yeah, it could come down to goal difference. Ooh, volley from is that Mace? Uh that hit Jess Park in the face. I think she's tough though, she'll be all right. Yeah, that was a volley from Mace into Park. I said it earlier, man. Mace is God, she is a beast, man. Like that volley, I'm sure probably hurt because Mace is she is jacked. Uh the scoreline is flattering. A little bit. But I mean, we have taken our chances. We've grown a bit more in the match, so it's flattering. Maybe a 3-1 is a bit more accurate, but that's the way the ball rolls, right? That's the way the cookie crumbles. Park is still receiving a bit of treatment down on the pitch. Hopefully she's all right. I see one of the physios smiling, so hopefully that's a good sign. Hopefully Park is just kind of chilling right now and taking a breather. I do try to follow the international teams on my other channel, Football with Bryan Martin. The link is below. It's a much smaller channel. I think I maybe have 13 subs there, trying to grow it. It's my non-Manchester United channel. So on that channel, I will do um, other men's teams matches for other men's club teams, other women's club team matches, uh, men's international matches, women's international matches, just general football talk. So subscribe to that if you want to catch some international matches, and let me know what you want to see on that channel. Still growing it, so welcome to input for that channel. Park looks like she is okay. I see a smile on that face, what we love to see. So because Park was down for a bit there, we're probably going to see more than that 7 minutes. Probably looking at more like 9 minutes now. So I think we are playing with 10 women right now. Riviere charging forward. Blazing speed. Here comes Everton. Everton trying to take advantage of the numbers advantage, but they're offsides. So while the play restarts here, if you are new, please do subscribe. Please like. Letitia standing over the free kick. Goes back to Tillis Joyce. So it's just back out to Letitia. Letitia comes forward with the ball. A little pressure from the Everton forward. Out to the right-hand side to Riviere, who's just an absolute live wire out there. Ball's bouncing around a bit on this right-hand side of the pitch. Everton take it under control just across the halfway. Everton looking for options. Park is back on the pitch, by the way. Everton on the overlap. Everton down their left-hand side. United's right-hand side. Miyazawa blocks the pass. It pops up in the air, and Tillis Joyce calmly and coolly collects. To Letitia. Letitia Riviere. Everton intercept that pass. Letitia up to Park. Park tried a cheeky little touch, I think, but didn't quite come off. Everton misplaced pass over to Galton. Galton to Miyazawa. Miyazawa back to Galton. Galton pushing forward. Up to Park, who has space. Riviere inside to Ziggiatti. Ziggiatti back to Letitia. Letitia inside to Miyazawa. Oh, Miyazawa a little too slow on the ball, but recovers to challenge, at least to break it up. Still Everton. Here come Everton. Here come Everton. A shot from Pacheco of Everton right to Tillis Joyce. Yeah, the longer she sat on that, the less like it looked like she was going to get off a good shot to trouble our keeper. Big boot long up the pitch from Tillis Joyce, brought down by Williams off the chest. Oof. Oh, who got kicked? Who's that down? Is that Toon down? Toon is down, holding, looks like that right foot. Toon is hobbling a little bit. So this is my only thing that I really worry about, right? Is our injuries. Like I said, when we go to our bench, you know, although today, she got stamped on. Uh, although today it hasn't been as evident. When we go to our bench, there is a bit of a steep drop off. So I worry about injuries with our squad. Park intercepts. Oh, that is the game. That is the game. Another Manchester United victory. Let me go ahead and just stop my timer here very quickly. Let me end the poll, which obviously became one-sided once United started putting in the goals. First off, thank you all for coming to join to watch with me. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for making this fun. I mean, it's obviously a joy to watch United play, but it's even more of a joy to watch it with you all, watch them with you all. Whether you're a United supporter or not, appreciate the banter, appreciate the laughs, appreciate the company. So please keep joining. Please do subscribe. Please like. Now, on to the important stuff. Manchester United, 4 goals. Everton, 1 goal. So we had a goal from Mallard in the 62nd minute, an own goal from Kitagawa in the 70th minute. That is a Everton player. And then 2 goals from Jess Park in the 84th and 89th minute. Those are all followed by the initial goal from Everton from Hayashi. Now, it looks like Melvin Millard got player of the match. But honestly, I mean, there were a number of players who really stepped up and probably could have a shout for player of the match, which has just really been the running theme with the Manchester United women lately. I mean, so many players on this team that just have that it factor, like in our starting 11. Um, I mean, like they're showing Park right now. She's still holding her face a bit from that volley from Mace, but I just look at each one of these players as they pan around and I just smile because there's so much talent, you know, in this starting 11, in this team. And like I said earlier, players who can not only play like the smooth, silky, passes, but also can just like put a boot in you, right? Put an elbow in you, put a shoulder in you, and get the ball back or get that scrappy goal. And like that's the stuff that you see in teams that win things. Again, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but we have shown out in the WSL this year. If there was a year for us to have a shout, thank you, Omar. Thank you so much. Uh, if there was ever a season for us to have a shout at winning, the WSL, this is it. I mean, we look good. I hope we stay injury free. And we're knocking on my desk here with wooden desks. You do what you need to do to put out positive vibes to make sure we stay injury free. But if we stay injury free, we're making a run. I think we might be champions this year. Again, I know it is early, but I am excited, and I've been loving what I've been seeing so far. Um, so I think, could you know we could do it, but again, take it game by game, and we keep marching forward, and we keep grinding out. Half by half, really, not even game by game, half by half, because you saw the first half of this match, it wasn't looking so great for Manchester United, but then the second half, that's where all the goals came, right? We pushed and pushed and pushed. So cannot say enough good things about this squad. Let me just give you some full-time stats for those who like to keep track. So 14 shots for Manchester United, 7 shots to Everton, 7 shots on target for Manchester United, 2 on target for Everton, 66% possession for Manchester United, 87% pass accuracy. Our pass accuracy remains high. Manchester United. Um, Everton had 5 corners. We had 2. Um, so yeah, those are your full-time stats. That's your full-time match. 4 goals to 1. Let me know what you guys think. We still got a few minutes here, so let me know what you guys thought about the match. Who was your player of the match? And is it too early to do predictions for Atletico? Maybe I'll do that on a news show. Maybe I'll do a match preview for the Atletico match. I'm definitely covering it. So please do subscribe and turn on your notifications. So we'll do this all again at midweek. Maybe it's too early for predictions for that match. Maybe it's a little too early. But let me know for this match who your player of the match was, what you thought of the match. Um, yeah, I'm feeling good, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. I love what I'm seeing. Yeah, Omar, you're right. You're right. You're right. I mean, I feel like our men's team needs to come and watch the women play and see how to stay in a match and not have your heads drop, to play the Manchester United way, right? Honestly, to play the Manchester United way. Um, because yeah, our guys need to kick up the butt. Sorry to be blunt. Um, so yeah, yeah. I mean, our women are showing us how to play. Maybe, maybe they could. You never doubt it. Never doubt them. Never say die, as you see by the scoreline, right? Our women's team just amazing, amazing, amazing. Um, but yeah, let me know who you thought who your player of the match was or is, your thoughts on the match. Like I said, we've got Atletico Madrid coming up on the 16th. As I said, I will be covering that match. And then after the Madrid match, who do we have? Brighton on the 2nd. Is that an international break for the women? Let me see. Because if that's the case, it might be a good chance to do some international matches for the women on my other channel. Do, 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 do. Yeah, okay. I think that will be a break for the women at that point, so I can do some international stuff on my other channel, Football with Bryan Martin. Yeah, they're just showing the goals back here. Yeah, Kitagawa from Everton. Oof, she's gonna want to go home and sleep this one off today because she gave away the foul for the second goal for United, and then scored the own goal herself, and then went down injured. So she's gonna want to just go home and go to sleep and forget about today. But we've all been there. Um, but yeah, let me know what you guys thought. Let me know who your player of the match was. I'll hang out for another couple minutes here. There's that park goal, yeah. A little deflection, but it was going in anyway. How about Miyazawa? Honestly, like I know Mallard, got player of the match, but I feel like Miyazawa kind of she really was our anchor in the midfield though. I mean, she just cleans up everything. Like I said early in the match, every time Miyazawa gets the ball or is around the ball, like I feel like okay, we're gonna be okay. I mean, yeah, she had one, maybe two giveaways, but she's so steady in the center of the park. I feel like she is a little bit underrated, if I'm being honest. Um, not only for Manchester United, but just in world women's football in general. Okay. All right. I think I am going to leave it there. Unfortunately, I do have to live life outside of watching Manchester United women play. I've got to go be an adult, right? So, but I appreciate you guys watching with me. We're gonna do it again for the Atletico Madrid match. But please do like, please do subscribe. Please check out my other channel, Football with Bryan Martin. I think Adair, you asked or someone asked about international matches. I do international matches there. I do other men's teams, other women's teams. That's my non-Manchester United football channel when I can pry myself away from Manchester United. So that's in the description below. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. Let's do it again for Atletico Madrid. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.